Hey, I'm Claire Marie Howard. A big warm welcome to my Slim and Well vlogs. Hello and welcome back. My name's Claire Howard. If you haven't been here before, then a big warm welcome to my Slim and Well vlogs. And if you're returning, then hi, lovely to have you here as per usual. So just for a little catch up, I have not been on plan. I've not been on plan for a few weeks. I know when I done my catch up a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, I haven't been totally back on plan. I was kind of back on plan last week, but I definitely wasn't eating enough speedy fruit and veg, but my meals were on plan. So this week I'm working on incorporating a little bit more speed food into my diet. The trouble is, and I'm guessing this is something that most people find, is everything just takes time, doesn't it? It takes time to see your results, it takes time to plan and get things sorted out if you want to see results. And time is just something I haven't had much of recently with being away, and that has just been super busy. But anyway, something that I found has saved me a bit of time over the last few weeks is HelloFresh. So I have obviously seen these boxes about for years and years and years and always thought that's something that I would like to try, but as usual, just didn't get around to doing it. So the other week, the week before we were going away to Rome, I thought I'm going to order that box. Well, I didn't actually. I filled something in on TikTok and the guy from HelloFresh called me, and they have an offer, don't they? And he just got me pinpointed on the spot, and I was like, oh, I've wanted to do it for ages anyway, so I ordered the boxes and it came, and we really enjoyed it. And the things I enjoyed about it was not having to think about what was for tea, trying something different rather than having to plow through books to look for it, and it was just so quick and easy, and we really enjoyed it. So I've only got the HelloFresh box for myself and Mark, and I've got us 3 meals. So those few weeks I didn't really select them Slim and World friendly, I just picked, but I have found that you can get these boxes and get meals that are quite great to incorporate in your Slim and World journey. Plus, it just gets you to try some different things without having to put the thought in it. So the meals I have got this week, I believe I've ordered them all off. There is a healthy section in... There is a healthy section in the HelloFresh. So this one is Chimola spiced lamb and rice. As you can see, that is an under 650 calorie meal. It's not something I would ever normally cook. It comes with lamb mince. So that would probably be the only thing in here that would need to be synned. There's rice, garlic, mint. I'll have to have a look at the harissa paste. That will carry some syns, and a Greek style natural yogurt. So you can either use that or mix it up for a couple of spoons of your fat-free yogurt if you've got some in your fridge. Then I've got stir-fried honey sesame pork noodles. Now I didn't get these from the healthy section, and I didn't actually realize that it was a pork mince, so I will have to have a look on my Slim and World and see how much a pork mince is. If it's not a low fat pork mince, it may carry some syns. The rest of everything, there will be some syns for the honey, but there's not a lot on there with a high syn value. I will, however, work the syns out before I do it. They all come with these recipe cards, and on the back you've got the instructions, which are super easy. I was even going to leave Mark in charge of cooking one. Then I've got Indian inspired crusted sea bass. So this is 1 of your 5 a day and under 650 calories. The only thing I can see that you would have syns for on here are breadcrumbs, mango chutney, there may be a few syns, and there is mayonnaise, which I would probably switch up for my lighter than light mayonnaise. And there that is. When you open your box, they all come wrapped up with the correlated number to the card, so that's really handy. Just put it in the fridge and get the bag out that you want to use on the day you want to use it, which is great. I don't know what I've got in here, a little magazine with some fruit and veg. And if any of you are looking at HelloFresh, I do have some free boxes that you just get. I don't know if you've used HelloFresh before, but when you get the app and you order it, they give you some codes. So I have got some free boxes and some discount codes. So if you fancy trying it, put a message, you get a discount, and then I think I get a discount off my next box as well, so that's win-win. And then your stuff to go in the fridge comes in here, so I'm going to pop that away now. But that is 3 nights of what we're having for dinner this week, and I have just found that this saved me quite a bit of time in thinking about what I need to do, and it's a really simple recipe to follow. The other things, what else have I got planned for this week? So I'm switching it up a bit with my lunches this week. I will shortly be preparing my work lunches for the next couple of days. Coming into the summer, I like to have a bit of salad. So one of my favourite sort of lunchtime salads is a couscous salad. So I've got these couscouses. I believe these are Aldi ones, and I will check the syns, but whatever they are, they're generally only a couple of syns per packet. And these are going to make each sachet. I've done 3 lunches out of them before, but I only need 2 days worth. So I'm going to do 2 days of lunch. And with these, I'm going to do like rocket. I've got some low fat salad cheese, tomato. It's just a really, really yummy, one of my favourite lunches, which I will be making shortly. I bought a watermelon, so I'm going to chop that all up and have it ready in my fridge as a quick and easy snack because I'm trying to increase my speed. I've also got some easy peelers. I'll probably pick up some strawberries and berries because I forgot to order them and I do like having them. For breakfast this week, I have bought some of the Warburton's protein bagels. They're one of my favourites. I'll just show you. They are these ones. They are healthy extra B. I love these. So these are going to be my breakfast. I'm going to have those with like eggs, maybe ham. I've got some spinach and mushrooms that I can fry up to go with them. So again, increasing my speed by adding mushrooms and spinach to my breakfast. I'm going to make sure I'm adding speed to each meal to keep me nice and full. And then I've got 3 nights of HelloFresh. I've got some My Protein chicken skewers, which I picked up in Iceland last week. I think these are half a syn per skewer and they're really, really tasty, really good sized skewers. I'll just have those for a salad. So I'm going to have those for Friday night after work, which is the night I finish late. Was there another evening? No, I think that was it. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I've got another HelloFresh meal, so I've got 4 nights of HelloFresh this week, and then 1 night of protein skewers, and then Mark and I are away at the weekend, so I will be out for dinner on Saturday night when I need to start prepping for next week already. That's the thing, isn't it? The weeks fly by, and you need to separate that time to prep, because prepping is what I am not doing at the moment. I haven't been prepping, and that is when I fall into trouble. So I'm going to get this HelloFresh box away. And I'm going to get prepping my food. I'll show you, I've just had some lunch, didn't have breakfast today, so I just had one of those protein bagels with some leftover roast pork heated up from yesterday's dinner and salad. That was really nice. And some lighter than light mayonnaise for a really nice filling lunch with a packet of my favourite hula hoop puffs. Yeah, that is me today. So I'll come back later on this evening and we can cook my HelloFresh box together. And yeah, that is this week. I'm hoping to proper get myself back on track, and I need to make a good solid plan for next week with some more interesting, nice meals to cook because I really need to up my weight loss game. One thing I have learned from my time doing HelloFresh is how massive my portion sizes are. When I first got HelloFresh and I saw the size of these packets of meat, I thought, oh my goodness, there is never going to be enough in here for Mark and I. But I've cooked these meals and we've been perfectly satisfied after dinner. There is more than enough. If I'm cooking a meal for the 2 of us, I would 100% always use 500 grams of mince. I mean, that sounds really greedy, doesn't it? When this is perfectly adequate. So I am learning from this, definitely, that I need to change my portion sizes, and that more isn't always more. Sometimes less of something really nice and tasty is just as satisfying as a big, huge meal. So I'm going to pop these away in the fridge now. So I'm making one of my HelloFresh meals today. It's a honey beef bowl. The beef here is the 15% or less fat beef mince, which works out at 5 syns per 100 grams. So there's 200 grams here, which I'm cooking up. I've added my beans, I'm adding garlic to that, and I've put my rice on to boil. Next, I add in the coleslaw mix, which is obviously free and speed food. Next I'm adding ginger puree. I did look, there is rapeseed oil in this, and some of the ginger purees on the Slim & World app were coming up at half a syn per tablespoon, so I would estimate that there is a syn value to this. The ketchup menace here is 2 syns around, because I don't have this exact brand, around 2 syns per tablespoon. I'm just adding in some water and the honey. Honey is about 1.5 a syn per tablespoon. I'll just need to check that, and leaving that all to simmer. When your rice is cooked, serve up. This was really quite yummy for quite a relatively low syn meal. Good morning, it's time for breakfast. I've just put some greaseproof paper in the bottom of my air fryer, and then I'm going to pop a couple of slices of ham in there, which of course are a free food. I'm then going to lay in my Warburton's seeded protein bagel, which is a Hex B. I really enjoy these, and I'm going to crack a couple of eggs, one onto each side of the bagel. Going to sprinkle that with some spinach, which is a free food, and then I'm going to top with some cheese. I use 20 grams of low-fat cheddar, which is half of my Hex A portion. I'm going to pop that into my air fryer. I think I put this on for like 8 minutes. Good morning and welcome back. So we are on Tuesday morning, back at work today. Just wanted to chat through Slim & World. So I haven't had so much Slim & World content recently, and planning on changing that, but I just want to run through the reason why that is. The reason why that is because I just haven't actually been sticking to plan enough to make that much content. Finding it really difficult to get my head back in the game at the moment, but it's something I need to change because I really want to get some weight off for holiday. I will be so annoyed with myself if I go on holiday feeling uncomfortable in my clothes and just getting back to that feeling frumpy and not feeling good in myself. So I am getting back on it this week. So there should be, fingers crossed, I'm hoping we're going to get some Slim & Well content on here for you. Now, I mean, it is up and down, isn't it? I don't know about you guys, but this is how it works for me. Obviously, I'm only ever speaking from personal experience. But for me, I go through times where I'm really good and I'm really on plan and I'm really focused and it's all there in my head and I can easily think of ideas. I'm inspired on food. At the moment, I don't have that. I sat down the other day to make a shopping list, and I just sat there and I just looked at my pad and I just sit there and I'm like, my mind is blank, literally can't think of anything to eat. So the HelloFresh box has helped me this week. Obviously, you've got to be a little bit careful in working out your syns in that. I will be having something from my HelloFresh this evening, which I will go through again. So most of the foods are okay. I have realised this week that a lot of the stuff I've ordered with, it comes with mince. So for example, the meal I had last night was 15% fat mince, which came to 5 syns for the size of the portion we had. However, if you're not having many other syns throughout the day, then why not use your syns for a nice meal? You know, if you haven't used loads of syns in the day, then have a full of fat mince if that tastes better and that's better for you. I will try and avoid that in the future because I'd rather use my syns somewhere else. But I have found HelloFresh just a lifesaver the last couple of weeks where I've had no inspiration when it's come from cooking. So for me, that has worked wonders. I do have a code, which I'll pop in the comments. I've got a few free boxes. I don't know how many. I've got 3 that I know of, and I don't know if they refresh them or not. But if you want a free box, then you need to get in touch because I need your email to send you that free box. I'm not 100% sure how it works, so please don't ask me. I haven't had time to look into it. It just says that I've got 4 free boxes to give to someone. So whether that means that you have to buy something to get the free box or whether you just get a free box, I don't know. But if you're interested, drop me a message and I'll get that sent to you. So I am in the process. My breakfast is in the air fryer. So I've bought some extra veggies like some spinach and mushrooms to try and incorporate in my breakfast this week. And I've got some Warburton's protein bagels. They are these ones. So I'm going to try, one of the things that I let go when I'm not staying on plan and I'm not planning my life out is my mornings. So I lose my morning routine and I sit around drinking cups of tea, do like a cup of tea. Instead of having breakfast and stuff, I'll sit and look on my phone or find something to do or just get lost in something that doesn't actually involve doing anything. And then I go out the door and I've had no breakfast and I've not prepped my lunch, and that is the biggest major hurdle when it comes to Slimming World, isn't it? If you've had your breakfast and you're going out on a fuller tummy, or you've got something, so as soon as that hunger hits, you can eat, that is going to help you throughout the day. Because as soon as I get hungry, I get in a bad mood. I get very hangry when I'm hungry. So letting my sugar levels and letting all that drop and being hungry is a bad thing. So my breakfast, I'm planning on having a nice big breakfast this week, making sure I do those. I've got bagel, eggs, spinach and ham, which is going to be nice and filling. And for my lunch today, the weather is horrific. We had tornadoes in the UK yesterday. It's raining, it's windy. I got caught in a hailstorm yesterday. But this week I decided, as we had a beautiful weekend, that I'd start going on to like the summer diet. So I have made up a salad here. It's made of couscous, feta cheese, some tomatoes, rocket, and red onion. It's one of my favourites coming into summer. I love this. The couscous is only, I can't remember, I took a picture. Was it 1.5 syns? 1.5 syns, was it half? 1 syn to 1.5 syns for the whole packet. I can't remember because I've kind of got in my head that it worked out to half a syn each, so maybe it was 1 syn and I was going to split it in 2, but I split this in 3 anyway. This is the packet of spinach split into 3 portions, and the rest is speed. The feta cheese, there is 65 grams in each of my portions, which works out to 1 hexagon. And I've got some tangerines, a banana, and I did chop up a watermelon, so plenty of speedy fruit going in there. However, I have just realised that I've put a hexagon on my breakfast, 1 in my lunch, so I'm going to have to syn some of the milk I have today in my tea. This is where writing things down and planning comes in handy, because it's very easy to sneak an extra hexagon or B in, which is fine, you can have it, you just need to incorporate it into your syns. Now my air fryer is going to ping off any second now, so I'm going to go get my breakfast. And I'll take you through cooking dinner today. So I just wanted to come on and let you know where I am. The plan is I'm back. Fingers crossed I'm back. So how are you all doing? Is it going well? Have we all had a bit of a post-winter going into spring slump? I think certain times of year bring this on as well, I'm not sure. But hopefully we can all get a little bit motivated together. It's coming up to summer holiday season, so I'm guessing most of us have got like a little target, you know, it's time to start stripping off the layers, and it can often be a time where you feel a little bit more self-conscious of getting yourself out. It's that time to get the legs shaved, exfoliated, maybe get yourself a little bottle of, I like Summer Skin, fake tan. I don't do the whole fake tan, but I do like the Garnier or like the Dove Summer Skins, where you just put the moisturiser on every day. In fact, I'm going to get some of that this week because it's a really nice holiday prep, and I can find that it builds up to a nice tan without going through that whole messy fake tan thing where you get your streaks and stuff. Anyway, now I'm going to get my breakfast out of the air fryer, and we're going to start getting ready for the school run. And I'll catch you later. Now on to dinner. Chopped up my potatoes, sprayed with flora and added mustard seeds, popped those in the oven. Mixed up the curry powder and breadcrumbs with a tablespoon of olive oil, ready to coat my fish. So top the fish with, this is sea bass, with mango chutney, and then top with your curried breadcrumbs, flatten them down and set that aside. Pop your fish in the oven when there is 10 minutes left on your potatoes. Standard mayonnaise is 5 syns for 1 tablespoon, so it was mixed with lime zest here. I did make myself up some using my Hellmann's lighter than light mayo, which is half a syn per tablespoon and much better syn value for me. So I'm frying up my green beans now, adding salt and pepper, a bit of crushed garlic and some more of those mustard seeds before adding a splash of water and covering with some tin foil. I've done beans a couple of times like this with the HelloFresh and they come out really, really tasty. It's a really nice way to cook your runner beans. Now plating this up. Obviously the syns in this are guesstimated, so if you like to be really precise, then this may not be for you. Again, I am guesstimating this. I'm just going to give myself 8 to 10 syns. This was a nice tasty dinner. It's definitely not my favourite HelloFresh dish to date, but yeah, enjoyable and very nice. Thanks so much for watching. If you are looking for Slimming World inspiration and you want someone to work along with and grab some ideas off, then please do consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one.